We're recording.
Oh, great.
Yeah, we were just talking about, kind of first generation, I guess probably they are. First generation Apple.
No, I don't. I doubt first because the first didn't have the volume on them.
They're in pretty good shape.
Yeah. The earbuds work great. It's the dongles that are pieces of shit.
Fucking dongles.
I bought 5-6 dongles.
I buy them just to show that I'm a kind of tech guy. I just when I go past Best Buy, I may as well get one.
But then it's because I was running with the dongle in my pocket.
No one wants to do that.
And so it's tugging on
Bit of blue. Bit of blue.
So I'm tugging on my dongle.
Bernard Manning.
What the hell am I talking about?
I don't know.
And then and so it's not good for it, and the connection doesn't work that well.
Yeah.
And so everybody's
true,
like,
actually.
Johnny,
Yeah.
go Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Wireless.
Yeah, AirPods.
But I get a bit freaked out.
I just don't.
It's like I don't know if I want that Bluetooth fucking.
Oh,
signal
it's like an
in my
anti-vax
head.
thing. You don't. It's like a kind
Well,
of 5G
I just don't know
thing.
if the technology's been. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I mean, you are pretty
it's not 5G.
Well, as you've just kind of visibly illustrated, you are quite.
Yeah.
What happened?
I think a piece of the ice broke off in this nice whiskey.
Yeah.
And I thought it was like a chunk of a
Glass
fly in it.
or a fly.
Something. Yeah. But it's not. It's just ice.
Johnny's opened up the nice
breast.
The nice whiskey.
Yeah.
We're having a little snifter. Here's my issue. I'm feeling really good about this episode.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to Impossible Way of Life, your bi-weekly music crit and musical commentary podcast.
Uh-huh.
Top 4 in the world now.
Is it?
Yeah, but I'm feeling really good about this episode because we're going to try and really get to the bottom of this top 20, crack the code, as it will. But at the same time, I kind of just want to hang out with you. I'm not really, so I'm thinking are we even going to get to it? Are we going to stretch this out for another couple of episodes?
Well, I think we should. I mean,
because I just came in here.
I don't have an agenda. Really.
I just had 8 Percy pigs,
and now that's hitting you kind of hard.
Yeah, because. So
well, all I know is,
and I'm just having a good time, but I'm pretty hyped. And
here's what I say.
No, but then and then I come in and you're tweaking out, literally.
Yeah,
you're the buzzing man of these lights, it's 5G kind of thing.
Well, you and I both been in the studio all week, as we do, because for those of you listening who don't know, James and I are both professional musicians.
Yeah, 100%.
And we're still, as I like to say, pressing on. This life.
Keeping on. Yeah, in this, in this kind of body.
Yeah, exactly.
Body.
Because you know what? Dead, jail, or rock and roll. 3 choices for guys like us.
100%.
Yeah. So.
Or Longer McQuaid.
I'm in. Yeah. Well, that's dead, isn't it?
Inside. I don't know.
Apologies to any L&M employee listeners. Just kidding. I love you.
I love what you guys do. Whoa, that's good whiskey. That just got me there.
It's good.
Yeah.
No, but you're in the studio all week, and there's
Certainly
a lot of what in industry talk they call, because I've never really done this.
You do industry talk when you're in the studio?
Well, I've never really done this in the studio before because I've never quite had the luxury at the time.
Right.
But I'm trying it now, which is shooting out mics.
You're doing some kind of. I watch YouTube videos on that, shootouts.
Yeah. So
have you considered making some YouTube videos while you do it?
I haven't, but see, I don't have the luxury and time to also make YouTube tutorials and shoot out the mics and make the record.
100%, that makes sense.
But respect to those who do.
You'd probably be more successful if you just did the tutorials than make the record.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. People need that.
Yeah.
Consumers need it. Demand
But
it.
My artistic hunger wouldn't be satiated, James.
That's so true of what you just said. What you just said right then?
Yeah.
So true.
That's all it's about, man. Yeah. Feeding the beast.
Feeding the beast.
You know
exactly.
what I mean? Inside me.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
Dude, I know that.
So shooting out
you.
mics, so there's a lot of, it's setting up 2, 3, 4 mics
Sometimes
on an acoustic guitar.
5.
Yeah, whatever. And just listening to them different. And there's a lot of this, listening, being like,
critical listening.
Is there a buzz in that one?
A ground hum.
Yeah, what's going on there? Okay. Is it the pre? Is it the mic? What's going on? So then I get home here. I'm going to sit down with a nice whiskey and do a podcast
and
with my friend.
IPA.
Yeah, I know. I kind of like, it's my one guilty pleasure is this one hazy IPA.
Hazy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like...
It's called a Yellow Dog.
Shout out Yellow Dog IPA.
Yeah.
Shout out Percy Pigs.
Yeah.
You know, and...
So I'm sitting here, and all of a sudden I'm like, am I going mental? I'm hearing like an amp buzz in my fucking apartment.
yeah, exactly.
Like, am I just lost it from this week in the studio? And then no, it's like, maybe some of you people know about this, that certain lights, if it's a dimmer,
Yeah,
and you don't
it's
have it cranked,
Yes.
it'll buzz.
Yeah, it's the new light bulbs matched with a dimmer that's meant to work on in the old light bulb style.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Drives me insane. So I had to just turn the light right
Well,
off.
so we're basically setting the scene. We're sat in the complete dark.
Complete.
I can't really even see Johnny. At
No,
this
that's
point.
fine.
No.
Yeah.
So, and he's got a ccloud of smoke around him.
Yeah.
A hazy IPA.
You just see the kind of amber of
Yeah,
my cigarette now
exactly,
and
yeah.
then. Yeah.
Exactly that. That's it. I'd love a cig right now. It'd be kind of bluesy.
You know, full disclosure, I'm still feeling weird since COVID.
Yeah, I bet.
It's not
Good.
I don't know. I don't know if I have the long thing or whatever it is, but
Yeah.
something's weird. Something's going on.
Something happened and you don't know what it is.
No. Ain't
Do
exactly
you?
clear.
No. Mr. Jones.
No.
Ballad of a Thin Man.
Like mixed with Buffalo
Somehow.
Springfield there, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, to answer your question about whether we're going to get to the singing, as you know, it doesn't really matter
Nah.
whether we get to it or not. But what I would like to say is we probably will talk about it, and I just would like to continue the conversation about singers for the
Yeah.
next few episodes.
Well,
maybe we'll get our list done today.
Yeah.
But whether we do or not, I want to
Get to
kinda
the bottom
get
of it.
down to like
Business.
where it comes from, the lineage,
Yes.
the inspiration,
Yeah.
the sort of the originators of the certain styles.
Of course,
you know?
yeah. And I think that this all started when you said Paul Rodgers was the originator of technical classic rock singing.
Frontman.
Power rock.
Yeah, but like technically sound frontman, power lead vocalist.
Power vocal.
Yeah,
Power bottom.
Not kind of like, oh, he's
No, not
kind of
Robert
an
Plant.
artist.
No.
He's kind of a flower.
No,
or,
he's not like, he's just a singer. I'm
yeah.
just the singer.
It's not like Mick, who's that kind of like drug sex god.
No, this
and
guy is
singer.
technical ecstasy.
It's just he's just like you hear it and it's just like that is nailed.
And it's like,
That take is nailed.
but it's like, give me a song. Like,
Yeah.
he doesn't even care what the song is.
Give me a
really.
chord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Give me an A.
Yeah.
There's your song.
yeah. This one's called.
Can't get enough of your love.
But and for those listening who aren't patrons, first of all, shame on you. But this is actually a kind of part 2 of an episode we started on Sunday, which is certainly worth listening to, because I might have to listen to it, because I'm looking at, we kind of like, I'd say put down kind of, me and Johnny had lists of singers we thought might make the top 20. And we kind of broke it down. We did a little bit of trading. I'm looking at the list right now, and it's looking pretty weird.
Yeah, I have.
But you've been through a lot this week, so you got a lot to say on this.
I do. I'd like to apologize formally to all our listeners.
Okay.
Last episode, you know, I was kind of approaching this whole thing not all wrong,
Right.
But you know, I was going just really kind of like a kind of, you know, who gets me in my soul.
I actually
my
think you
emotion.
said gets me.
Yeah,
I think.
and a lot of the singers that are on my list, I back up.
Yeah.
But I think that I was, you know, undervaluing technique.
Well, because you've been in a studio all week, so you've realized.
Yeah, I've been doing some singing, and I've realized kind of what some of these people
Are all
can
about.
do is pretty incredible.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that I'm going to now sort of pivot, since we haven't completed our IWOL top 20.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to ignore my top 20 that I
Okay.
did last week, even though I
Yeah.
like it. And I'm just going to kind of off the top of my head.
Freeform, off the dome.
Yeah, like just sort of incorporate some technical singers that maybe they've never made me cry,
Yeah.
but they've certainly impressed me.
Yeah,
in their
and-
technical ability.
Yeah, and I think that's manly of you to do that. It's kind of to accept your own kind of shortcomings.
Yeah.
And and similarly, because you're making a kind of a good faith gesture.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm willing to consider, pulling Kiedis off the list. Maybe pulling kind of, I don't know, Elliott Smith, Morrissey. There's a few that I'm willing.
No, Morrissey.
He stays.
You gave me Harry Nilsson for Morrissey,
Okay.
so that's a good trade. And,
So here's where we are.
and
You wouldn't let me put Freddie Mercury on.
but see, I've changed my tune.
Okay.
Even
So
though,
Freddie's going
even
on?
though I don't, I'm not gonna lie. Personally, I don't love, like, as a singer, like, just like sound of voice.
Yeah.
He's not one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But I know what a great singer he is.
Yeah.
And for the music he makes,
Yeah.
he's the best singer.
Yeah.
So yes.
So Freddie's in.
He's on the top 20.
And can we confirm right now that something we kind of harking back to an episode a few weeks ago, that bands that no one really listens to, that Queen are the biggest band that no one ever actually really listens
But
to?
that's only if we're talking about albums. Because they do listen to the greatest hits.
Do you know anyone who throws the greatest hits on just to chill and listen to?
Kind of a good point.
Yeah.
Like, you
do
only hear it on the
anyone?
radio.
It's on the radio.
Yeah.
Or it's like in a hockey arena.
One song.
Yeah.
Like, I'll
You'd be
throw
like,
on-
dude, let's throw on like Killer Queen.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
done a line.
For fun.
Let's throw it on and feel
Cool
it's like-
Cat, the one I played you that day,
That's
yeah.
a good song.
Yeah.
Cool Cat's
But
really
yeah,
good.
If you throw on the whole greatest
You're
hits,
demented.
it's kind of like, I think I've heard too many operatic harmonies in the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if you throw on at home the greatest hits, like you're like there's a blockage somewhere in you. You're not doing it with people.
I think you just like Queen. There are certain people I think who only like Queen.
Well, it's kind of like
no
how
other
Peter
bands.
Jackson only likes the Beatles.
Yeah.
He
I think
stopped
Queen are
listening
one of
to
those
them.
bands that some people
The Who?
Well, those people have problems that I don't.
The Who people
I'd
have
rather not
problems.
discuss, like,
Yeah.
because some of them may be listening, but I've met some Who people, and
Yeah.
let's just say
I know that Joe,
we're not friends.
my friend Joe, who's friend of the pod and been on the pod,
Yeah.
his dad, massive Who fan.
Yeah.
Fucking massive Who fan. So maybe, and lovely man. Shout out to Phil. I've only met him
Anger in
once.
that music.
Maybe we
Lot
can,
of anger in
Maybe
that
we can
music.
get him on to explain to us exactly what's going on there.
Pete Townsend.
I don't think we can get Pete
You know
Townsend
what
on.
I'm going to start doing is
Yeah.
I'm going to get some big guests,
Big names.
big names, and we're only going to put them on Sundays.
Yeah.
So for those of you listening, if you want to hear, I'm talking
Yeah.
Mac DeMarco, Pete Townsend, David
Yeah.
Crosby,
Pete Best.
Paul Rogers, Pete Best.
Yeah.
You know, Peter Jackson.
Peter Stringfellow.
Yeah, exactly.
Pete Davidson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely. Dr. Dre.
100%.
Yeah.
Snoop.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige.
You're gonna have to
Kendrick,
put-
Virgil Abloh. He's
Pay up.
coming on.
Pay
We're
up.
dressing. We're
Yeah.
dressing in his shit. I bought it. Like, we need to get those sneakers that were like $6 million.
Oh, man, that fucking halftime show ruled.
Yeah, you know what
I
I was.
loved it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It fucking rocked. Everything was good. I think we did a really good job of helping Luke out win that bet.
Yeah.
Because he needed a set list. They were
Yeah.
because you watched the Super Bowl, right? But you were betting on the. I think you lost that bet of will Eminem wear a hat?
No, I picked what he will. Oh, no, you're right. No, I said no headwear.
Because we were thinking.
But
that
I said yes
Snoop
to will he sport a beard and got it right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That was the question. Will he sport a beard?
sport one.
And the answer was yes.
Yeah.
And I said yes. I had a feeling he's getting older.
Yeah,
It's a good look.
yeah. He'd look good.
Yeah, they all did.
They all did. I
I
liked
thought
it when-
Snoop looked really cool.
He always does, though.
Yeah.
He's a G.
I
I
liked-
liked it when
yeah.
when Dr. Dre was playing the imaginary console.
That
he just
was
was like
sick.
a producer. There's nothing there, and he just played it. For
I
a
saw
bit.
like a few, kind of like people on Instagram who I follow who are kind of like engineer producer types.
Yeah.
It's like Dr. Dre like making us all seen right now. Like the people like behind the scenes.
Oh,
You know what I
nice.
mean? Like he's kind of like
yeah.
he's like, you know what? For those of you who don't know,
Yeah.
like, somebody's always behind the console.
Yeah, here he is.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was a good
I mean,
move.
it is incredible to think that he had his musical hand in all of that music and so much more. I mean, he is an amazing producer.
I thought it was a bit weak that they didn't say the Police lines. Like he didn't say "Still Not Loving Police."
He didn't?
And also when Kendrick did "All Right," he didn't say "And We Hate Popo."
He didn't say "Still Not Loving Police."
They got that. They went over it.
I don't like that either.
Yeah, Eminem took the knee, right?
Yeah.
Which was kind of, I guess, a thing, but it was someone had to.
But the show itself,
the entertainment
had some power to it.
We're
an entertainment. That they finally have rap.
We're an entertainment
in the Super Bowl.
podcast, so
and I just mean
not a politics one. Other than the 5G stuff.
Exactly. Beyond the politics,
Yeah.
I was also just pretty blown away by how nostalgic and special that music was.
Where
to
was
me.
Warren G?
That's his brother-in-law, right?
I don't know. Isn't he just I just associate him in that kind of.
He's related to Snoop by marriage, I believe.
And here's another thing that I thought was kind of funny because you're talking about nostalgia and stuff. Is definitely a vibe where it's I sort of sat watching it and I'm like, this is fucking sick. I'm like, this is fucking great. Fuck, it's so much better than when they get all these old boomer bands like the Eagles and stuff to do it.
Yeah.
This is young people music. And then I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, I'm old, actually. That's what's happening here. This
there's
is
never been
old
a rap
music.
show at the Super Bowl. So
No, absolutely.
So it felt youthful in that way.
Yeah.
Because
Also, the set was cool.
Well, and it's been such a big part of the culture of football for so long. Since NWA and the Raiders and stuff.
Of course,
right?
yeah. I don't think
and in LA, it was cool.
I don't think Robert Kraft's really into it.
No, but the players are.
Yeah. Well, Robert Kraft's more into the same stuff Prince Andrew's into, underage sex with underage
and
women.
And Sting.
He Sting's big with the owners, I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, it's wine
Garth
tasting
Brooks.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sting is his own genre. Is Sting in the list?
Hell no. But, I was thinking, and then we'll move on. I was thinking that I was pretty moved because, just realizing how much I love that music.
Yeah.
And that it was really big when I was a kid to me.
Of course, yeah.
And it's so great. Those songs are so classic and great.
Chronic 2001 was a great record.
Oh, man.
It was a lot of smoking weed and playing video games.
And Mary J. Blige, that's tune
she
came
looked
on, I was
like a
I love
dime,
that
dude.
song.
She's so hot.
Yeah.
Still so hot.
Sounded great.
Thick. You know what I mean?
Got something to say, though. Got something to say.
Okay.
Here's my one takeaway.
Please.
Everybody.
Also, shout out to 50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everybody there, including 50,
Yeah.
rapping on the mic.
Yeah.
No double track.
Yeah.
Except one person. Eminem.
Interesting.
Rapping to the track. There were two.
Interesting.
On Lose Yourself.
Right.
Dre, full on ruling, and Snoop,
Yeah.
just on the mic doing it. What's it? Why does artistic
Eminem's on tracks.
artistic license to he wanted another? Maybe he just wanted that double track sound to it. But I'm
maybe he wanted it kind of Beatlesy.
yeah,
Kind of double track.
But I was surprised. I was I thought Dre sounded the best rapping. For if you take an age, everything into account, he was really throwing down
pound for pound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounded great.
Well, it was a very good show. And how do you feel about the game itself?
Good game.
Yeah.
Definitely good. Yeah, I would have liked to see that.
Kind of fizzled out a bit.
Would have liked to see. No, it was cool. I mean, I didn't like that the Rams, it was all the penalties were just on that one drive where they were in the end zone. It seemed like
Yeah.
the refs were really trying to make that touchdown happen.
They wanted the Rams to
Well,
win.
there was nothing happening up until then.
I know.
And then they're calling pass interference on everything.
It
and then it's
wasn't-
okay, they're going to score. So because of that, I would have liked to see
Yeah, it
Cincinnati
sort of felt like-
take it
yes.
down, kick the field goal,
Yes.
go to overtime.
Yes.
If you're going to play it like that.
It did feel like, I think, as someone who doesn't really watch too much NFL,
Yeah.
I even think I messaged you and I was like, God, they're really trying to give him a touchdown.
Well, they'd only
here.
called 4 penalties the whole game, and then all of a sudden it's everybody that touches someone got it holding, or I was like, this is a bit weird.
Do you think it's a fix?
Nah, I just think that the refs were getting a bit by the end of the game. They're like, we better get this right. And there was that non-call
pressure.
earlier on T. Higgins,
Yeah.
where he grabbed the guy's face mask and threw him down, and
Yeah.
then caught the ball and took it for the touchdown. major penalty.
Yeah.
That got missed. So I think the refs were like, we got to give the Rams one.
Oh, it's kind of tit for tat.
Even it out.
Yeah.
But which is fine.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I wished that, but you know what? Great defense on the way back. That guy, Aaron Donald, he got there for the sack. That was big. I liked it.
Yeah.
I think that no teams ever, I don't think, played the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
Yeah.
And one, certainly not.
Interesting.
So it was kind of cool when you got Dre, Snoop in LA. Rams are the team, and they won. It was a storybook.
And Ye was there too.
Yeah, he was loving it.
Yeah, he was. He's having a bad time though right now.
So was Jay-Z.
Yeah, he's having a bad time. Well, I think Jay-Z fixed it all up, the racism stuff, right? He's the guy who like joined the NFL to like kind of like fix it all up, or like there's something going on there.
This is an entertainment podcast, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, anyway, I want to shout out Ye. Just like he's having a tough time. It's Valentine's Day. He wants Kim back, and if you want to talk about entertainment,
what the hell is Pete Davidson
doing on our podcast?
Explain to me before he comes on, and he can explain it.
In fact,
that's more Longmont.
Yeah.
Well, did you see when Tom Gugliotta intercepted that spleen in the game, dude?
No.
Fuck. No, that was great.
Yeah.
No. Who is Pete Davidson to get? Why is he getting all these incredibly beautiful women?
In Hollywood, I don't know.
Why?
Maybe he's. Do you know who'd know the answer to this? Luke.
And I only say this because my girlfriend, we're very open and honest about if you know who's hot, who's not.
Like she likes Paul Rogers. She's
hell yeah,
exactly.
But she's like Pete Davidson, not good looking at all. So she's the
Sophie's
only woman
into
I know.
Culture, this kind of culture. I could ask her about this.
Yeah, ask her like why. Maybe everybody just thinks it's funny. He keeps getting all these beautiful women.
Yeah.
So like, I want to be the next one, like as a joke.
He's a meme.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
maybe
I don't know. I don't know because
Luke and Sophie might know.
Sophie will know. I'll ask her. I mean, I could just call her now and ask her, but
that'd be great. Get her on the line, will you?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, call her up. That'd be great. In the meantime, I'd just like to talk to you all about something very meaningful to me, and it's a local restaurant.
Okay.
That I like to go to called Helen's Grill.
Oh yeah.
It's one of the last remaining ones in Vancouver that has jukeboxes at every table.
Can I put you on the podcast and you
can
try and explain what the deal with Pete Davidson is to everyone?
Here comes Sophie. Hi, Sophie. Can you just please tell us? I was just explaining to James that I don't understand why this guy Pete Davidson keeps having all these beautiful women in relationships with him. Alex says he's not attractive. Maybe you know why this is happening?
Well, he's diseased, first and foremost. He's got like some sort of like, he might even have Crohn's.
Oh, and that's appealing to women?
Well, they like to help,
Ah, okay.
But then also, I mean, he is it's basically like a situation where some people find him attractive and other people don't. Uh-huh. Kind of like a Yanni and Lori situation.
Oh, it's like the dress, the blue and gold dress.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like some people see him as really hot. They see the gold dress. Other people see him as ugly. They see the blue dress.
I see. That makes sense. Actually, yeah, I can see that now. And that's cool, actually. I like that stuff. Good for him.
Yeah, but also the thing is that it's also like really fashionable to have an ugly kind of like psycho.
That's what I thought.
Boyfriend right now.
Yeah.
He's kind of like a meme.
Yeah, like Megan Fox is doing it. Kourtney Kardashian is doing it. It's like the beginning of the manic pixie dream boy, even.
The manic pixie dream boy.
Can you describe what that is for our listeners?
Well, there's like, remember the manic pixie dream girl?
Well, no, we're a music podcast.
Okay, so like manic pixie dream girl is like Natalie Portman in Garden State.
Ah.
Oh.
Okay.
Like, whimsical.
Zooey Deschanel. Yeah, Johnny knows all about that.
She's not manic.
Angelina Jolie.
No.
Kind of even in Girl Interrupted.
Yeah.
Kind of, I would say she's more Manic Pixie than Zoe Deschanel.
You know who
Okay.
else was like that? There was one Shannon Sossaman. Do you remember her?
Oh, do I ever?
She fits into that, doesn't she?
She truly does.
You know,
And
I've
she's
got
amazing.
one. I've got two for you. Blossom's best friend.
Six?
Yes, 6. And
She's a bit wholesome.
what
but
about
she's-
Topanga from Boy Meets World?
See, now you're just listing hot girls.
No, I know where you're at, Sophie. They have to be, yeah, that kind of little bit kind of
They've
tweak.
got to be broken. They've got to be like.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
This is a lot of food, a lot to chew on here.
Thanks so much. I'll speak to you later. I'll be home soon.
But for the record, I think Pete Davidson's really hot.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay, that's
You heard
great.
it here
Good to
first.
know.
Well, Alex likes
no,
Paul
no,
Rogers.
no.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Well, you heard it here first.
Wow, that was great stuff. We got to
Okay.
get her on the show.
Oh, yeah, of course. Anytime.
We should just really have Alex and Sophie on.
Or just do the podcast while you're
They
away.
could do it.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
No, you take your time,
Would
man.
you like a Corona?
Yeah, I'll have a Corona, yeah. Take
That's,
your time. So I'll read you where we're at so far.
That sounds great.
I'd rather have that PBR, honestly.
Okay.
I'll
Can you explain why that is?
because I don't know. I'm kind of more into PBR than Corona. I
You're
think.
more yeah, that's fine.
I'm kind of
So
more
am I,
blue
honestly.
collar, honestly, frankly. Just a bit more of a kind of blue collar kind of
It's
guy.
more of a Dennis Hopper. Corona?
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
I'm a kind of blue velvet kind of energy. Okay, well, here's our list so far.
Okay.
We got people we agreed upon. John Lennon,
Yeah.
Sam Cooke,
Yeah.
The Big O,
Yeah.
Bob Dylan,
Mm-hmm.
Neil Young, Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
This is one of yours here coming up, but I'm fine with it. Van the Man.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Michael Jackson,
Okay.
Kurt Cobain,
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra,
Yeah.
Nielsen,
Yeah.
Morrissey,
Okay.
Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Because you wanted Desmond Decker, and I was like,
That's
come
fine.
on, man.
We'll go
And then
Bob Marley.
Freddie, Ready Freddie.
Yeah.
Because that's 14 men. We could go rank a crowd and throw Joni or Aretha in, but we kind of went through that.
If we're gonna do like a kind of Queen of Soul type, I've never loved Aretha's voice. I'd go Patti LaBelle or
It's a bit like,
yeah.
it's just a bit like Pitchfork. I would put Joni in because here's the thing. Here's the reason. So you've got to remember, we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna have to rank these people. And I'm looking at this, for example. So we were talking about hip hop earlier on.
Yeah.
And I've got here a report card. This is Kool Moe Dee, the rapper's report card from the late 1990s. And what he did was break down the criteria of how you would. So, like, remember when we did the Beatles kind of world championship? It's a bit like this. And I think that probably this could
Stats.
be it's stats. There's the only way for you to figure out who the best singer actually is stats.
Yeah.
And we need to get Bleecker involved. We need to get Luke involved, Sam, Joe, to help with the stats. And it'll be something like this, kind of the top trumps thing. So we've got, for example, like on the report card here, and maybe this doesn't relate to classic rock as much. We've got the stats broken down for best rapper. Vocabulary. Okay. So lyrics, I
That
think
makes sense.
Yeah. Articulation. Mm-hmm. Okay. Creativity.
That's sick.
Originality. Huge.
Yeah.
I think. Because then you're thinking like, Freddie Mercury, John Lennon v. Liam Gallagher. John Lennon's originality more than Liam because Liam's kind of
But
doing John.
Yeah, so only some of these should transfer over.
Yeah, not
'Cause I don't
everything.
think vocabulary.
No, I don't think
for
it's
a rock
relevant.
Singer is as important.
But then like Dylan and Joni are gonna score well
Well, they'll
there.
just destroy though.
Yeah, but it's like out of 10, right? Like they just
not
they're not gonna do well when it comes to technique.
But here's the thing. Not all singers write their own material.
Well, that's going to be a
whereas
real...
most rappers do.
Okay, sure. That's fair. Okay. We got voice. I mean, I want to add party hang vibes as well, of course. And then judging them on their records.
Range should be
Range
one.
is good.
Yeah.
Records is good, though. Like, their output.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can be a good singer, but like...
Longevity, I like.
What did you bring to the table, really?
Yeah.
We've got stage presence.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sticking to themes. Bit weird. Don't like that one. That's kind of hip-hop, I think. Innovating rhythms. Don't need that one either. But I think we could break this down. I like stage presence a lot. Stage presence.
And that's interesting because then, like a guy like Harry Nilsson, zero, never played live. His whole career. Never once played a show. Really interesting, hey?
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore.
I think you almost can do it again, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
Cool. But, like, no, I just mean you could do it and, like, be a millionaire back then and never play. Like,
it's possible, again, if you just did, like, made a meme up.
Yeah. Or like
if your song became a meme.
And, like, I guess, like, perform on your phone. And
yeah,
stuff,
like, perform in the metaverse.
But you don't have to, like, yeah.
You don't really
but then
have
that would be stage presence now, in some sense.
Yeah, like stage... Well, now it would be, like, social media presence. Would be, like...
What a joke.
Would be high. So, we've still got to get, like, another 6 people on this list.
So I have to say, I'd like Paul Rogers to be on our list. Okay?
To represent.
Yeah.
Honestly, you gotta like...
Number
just
one in technique needs
nod.
to be... He might be 17 overall.
Yeah.
But he needs to be represented.
Because you got to represent all kinds of singers.
Yeah.
As long as they're, at the moment, men. But,
Yeah, they're all men, aren't they?
Yeah. I think Joni's got to go in.
Yeah, I love
She's
Joni.
just so good.
Yeah. I'd also, Luke
I said
Luke
his
put
one...
her on his list, and I really enjoyed
Okay.
it. I was like, that's good. Tina Turner.
Yeah, I mean, again, like, I don't know. Who I would put on over her? I had her on my list. I had Mariah Carey on my list. You think about as a kid,
who I love?
Yeah.
Kate Bush.
Okay.
Great voice.
Okay, sure.
Great
Can
singer.
make you cry.
Oh, totally.
So she
Gets
gets
me
you.
and technically good.
And also great lyrics.
How about that range?
Yeah. Also stage presence.
Also everything.
Actually, she might never play live either.
Never seen a live video of
I
her
don't think
playing.
she plays live.
Yeah.
I think she's also just
It's a good one, though.
but she'd do well in terms of like stage presence, but also like visuals or something. Like style could be in there.
100%.
Because she's
Art-
very stylish.
Art, sort of like art decoration or
Set deck or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what do they call it in the Oscars? Art direction.
yeah, art direction.
Yeah,
She's gonna then maybe
Bowie,
that's
really high.
well, Bowie's not even on our list. I said I wanted Bowie.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Bowie, or we can have Bowie. If now we're talking, okay,
Yeah.
now we're talking.
Yeah.
Because this is my list. This is
Yeah.
the shit that was on my list. I've got his. I'm going to give you some names. We can just hash it out because we've
Okay.
got three left.
Yeah,
We've got Lou Reed,
yeah. Considering it,
David Byrne,
no.
David Bowie.
Yeah,
I think one of those can go on. We've also not got I guess we just like stopped at some point doing this.
Yeah.
Because we've not got like Otis Redding, Marvin Gaye on this list.
well, I know. I wanted Marvin.
I
big
want
time.
Brian Wilson on the list.
Yeah.
Well, we've got
I don't
3
think
spots.
any of them can go on because we've got too much soul already with Sam. We need a variety for the IWOL official list.
Okay, well,
What about who I absolutely adore is Diana Ross.
Okay. So representing Motown with Smokey?
Yeah.
And Michael Jackson, their
And
kid?
she's like the voice. Supremes, like if you're listening to that era,
Okay.
she's the one, It's like, for
Okay.
me.
But like that means we have the whole Jackson family in the list. Smokey, her, and Michael.
And Michael, yeah. Michael, I'm on the fence about. I know he's a great
How
singer.
can you be on the fence about Wacko Jacko?
Yeah. Okay. I like maybe Lou Reed over David Bowie.
I'm fine with
Because
that.
I was walking around, I was listening to rock and roll. I was like, he's got a total
Exactly.
style.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Style 10.
I think I like him as a singer more than Bowie.
Okay, lineage. He'd be originality. He's 10.
He's number one. Yeah. Yeah. So he's one of the originator. I mean, Dylan could possibly be a Lou Reed originator.
Maybe Lou Reed might say that.
But I think Lou's one of the originators.
And then you have to think of people like Julian Casablancas that he's like created a genre.
So Julian
That's the
comes
Lou
from
Reed
Lou, right?
lineage, yeah. King of New York.
Yeah. Whereas like I think Bowie might also be a lineage.
Well,
because
yeah,
like that
Brian
guy from the
Ferry
Arcade
and
Fire.
Brian Ferry.
I know you say that, but they're pretty contemporary.
Avalon era Brian Ferry to me is doing Bowie.
But like the first album's like 70.
Remake Remodel is what, 75? That's the first album.
I think it's like 72, dude.
Okay, well I don't think so, but
No,
you could be
71. Right. Like, you know,
are you gonna Google
I'm
this?
gonna look it up
because this is kind of, we're gonna also break down the top like lineages. The soul stuff's gonna be hard. We're gonna need a specialist on for that.
Well, definitely.
To break the lineages down. You know what we could get? We're not
telling me James Brown's not on the list?
Okay, you can go on. James, I was gonna say we're not.
I mean, I've never heard singing like that in my life. When he goes
When he goes, he goes.
When he goes off.
When I'm gonna if I make a move,
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody.
That's crack, though,
he
dude.
Is
That's
the
like
fucking
what
Godfather.
PCP and crack can do.
Oh my! Stage presence?
Are you
kidding me?
Yeah.
Dude, off the charts. Good luck beating that. Even Michael doesn't beat James Brown to me.
Michael maybe second.
Number 2.
To stage presence. Yeah. So now it's getting a bit complicated because we're into kind of like
72 first Roxy
remake
music.
remodel.
That's influential record, man.
Great drum sound on that record.
Yeah.
Tight, dry. Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I still, for some reason, feel like David Bowie is the originator. But yeah, I guess you're right. I guess this is just in my head.
Because he was doing it too. They were both kind of crooners doing
Yes.
like art punk.
Art
pop.
crooning.
Yeah, art crooning. They were
Yeah.
there.
You're kind of a bit of an art crooner.
I try.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very into that style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think like Win Butler's an art crooner. He's more Scary Monsters era.
Yeah,
Bowie.
but definitely Bowie
He's
lineage.
Like, yeah,
I would say.
100%.
Yeah.
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 Absolutely.
Pick your era, but yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, Ashes to Ashes.
Yeah, sure.
Era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the snow buries my neighborhood, like phrasing and stuff.
Yes, this list to me, we got Sam Cooke on it. Okay,
But he's the best singer, though.
he's gonna do really well. I just wonder if we can
Vocal sound, he's probably number
Just
one.
sound.
Voice.
sound of just voice.
Voice. He's probably number one.
Yeah.
Like, that's the only time, because you know how I love Harry Nilsson so
Yeah.
much, that I was sitting around with some friends and they were like, if you could have one voice.
Yeah, of course.
And that I didn't say Harry, I said Sam Cooke.
Of course.
Because it's kind of like, it's butter smooth.
Yeah.
But he can also...
He can deliver the goods.
Oh, he can
when needed,
get a little
he can
raspy
push.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've kind of got Otis, Marvin, Al Green.
Those guys, unfortunately, we
well,
have to do a top.
You got to
50
get Paul
then.
Rogers on here. Those
Paul
guys are
Rogers.
going to have to make way for Paul.
representation.
Yeah, I mean Morrissey's
genres.
feeling weird now.
He is.
He's going to do really
We're talking
badly.
quality of singing.
I know.
I know you like him, but
Well,
like,
now Lou's on. I don't really need him.
yeah, and it's like you're really gonna have Morrissey on there over Marvin, like
That feels horrible.
It does.
Can we trade? Can we change
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, that feels
Yeah.
really bad. But I sort of feel like, okay, it can be Marvin. I would go Otis, but we're gonna go Marvin because it'll. Yeah, that's fine. That's good.
I think Marvin.
Al Green.
He's good.
So I was thinking it was funny that I can't remember where I read this, but someone was saying and it's so true. It's like Al Green's music is like too sexual. Like it's too. You can't if you put it on.
It's too good.
Like if you put on Al Green though, like if you were like, say you were at home,
Yeah.
and with Alex, and you just like put it on,
Yeah.
it's like okay, Johnny, I know what's going on here.
Right.
There's no real other thing that's happening.
That's also Marvin around our house.
Yeah, well, of course. But not Motown Marvin.
No.
Like, you can put on, like, Marvin and Tammy Terrell.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's a different, that's like late 70s Marvin.
Early 70s, but yeah.
Sexual Healing.
That's late
Yeah.
70s. Yeah, I know. That's what you're thinking. But, yeah.
Well, we've got one place left.
Interesting. Who could it be?
We got
now?
Liam Gallagher, Anthony Kiedis.
Should 90s have more
I
representation?
feel like there's no representation. There's not even any 80s at this point, so it's kind of classic rock.
You know who's great?
No, Kurt Cobain's
Whitney Houston.
just, and then we can do anthems.
If you're doing Mariah,
Yeah.
to me, Whitney's the originator of Mariah.
Okay, but should we put Whitney in just
Is
for
Whitney
representation?
not? She started it.
She does the. I think she does the best anthem of all time. You think it's Marvin's.
Marvin, she's number 2.
I
for
like
me.
hers because there's a military angle to it too.
Yeah.
which makes me kind of find the
I
whole
think
thing.
Whitney should be on our
Yeah,
list.
I also bit sleazy,
and
like extremely sleazy.
and like amazing range, amazing everything.
Yeah. Oh, she's gonna do well on range.
Yeah.
No,
and
Axl Rose, he wins range every time.
he's the top range guy.
Well, everyone knows that.
Yeah.
When it comes to
he's number
range.
1. He does have the most range.
Yeah. He's number
This is
one.
weird. It must be a song that he sings like super low.
Like It's So Easy
yeah.
versus everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. I think he did that
Just so he could get
Yeah.
the range stats.
because it has to be based on recordings.
Yeah, so-
he's like, I need a song that's super low
so I get
so I get the record for
Guinness.
like notes,
sung.
like range of notes.
yeah. I think that's probably
I
true.
think
I'm sure
so.
when they were making Appetite for Destruction, that was like on his mind.
Yeah.
You know, his name is an anagram of oral sex.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that intentional?
That's why he
was that on his mind?
That's why he doesn't spell Axel with an E or in it.
Oh my god!
Because you don't want the extra E. It's like Mr. Mojo Rising.
Yeah,
Dude,
didn't make it.
harsh.
That's all right.
He's an originator? Or is he crooning?
Well, he's kind of crooning, but I don't think he's an originator or like he's just his own thing.
Full clown.
Yeah, he's just his own thing.
They're a band that no one listens to, half and half.
Yeah. Sometimes the only album I listen to is LA Woman.
That's what I said.
Only
sometimes
one.
I'll get jacked up and listen to LA
Throw
Woman.
on and the Changeling comes on.
Dude.
It's got Riders on the Storm.
Yeah,
It's got
LA Woman.
Yeah.
It's a ripping record.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna listen. I'm not really throwing on like the soft.
I have Morrison Hotel.
Yeah, Roadhouse
Maybe
Blues,
I've put
very
it on
sleazy.
sometime. Peace Frog's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a bit dark though.
It's a good tune though. But yeah, no. I don't listen to the Doors like albums really.
I actually would be pretty funny.
There's a lot of bands like this.
It's pretty funny.
You know another one?
Yeah.
REM.
Like
I don't know why. I have a
albums?
feeling people don't like, it's like
No.
people say like I like REM.
No, I think that like Automatic for the People was every person, every
at
boomer.
the time.
Yeah.
I mean, now looking back,
now
people listen to Nirvana records. People listen to,
you don't think people are like throwing on like Life's Rich Pageant?
I've tried.
Yeah.
It's hard to get through.
Like the IRS records?
It's hard to get through.
Green?
Yeah, hard to get through.
Yeah.
You
Kind
know-
of jangly, no?
Murmur.
That's
Of course,
tough.
it's jangly.
Is Stipe going on the list? Is that what you're saying? I mean, Stipe, if the 90s...
He's in my category of the kind of psycho tweaker singers. That's
Who
a
else
different
is in
li-
that?
Remember we talked about this?
Tweaker? Like lineage?
The guy from the Tragically Hip.
Well, no.
Tom York.
He's just doing Michael Stipe.
That's what I mean.
the Gord
yeah, but
Downey.
there's a certain lineage there.
Who's
of lead singer?
And that, you know who else is in that? Frank Black.
Yeah, but he plays guitar.
Oh, so he's not out there
I don't
tweaking.
count that. You got to be like kind of.
Oh, the Ian Curtis lineage.
Yes, he's the start.
Yeah.
He's where it starts.
Yeah. Oh, David
Yeah.
Byrne a bit.
No, don't count that because he lived the art.
Is David Byrne in the Bowie lineage? Or is he? It's got to be Lou Reed lineage, maybe.
That's a good question.
This is almost to me more interesting than getting this. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna set the terms.
Yeah,
for this.
for the lineage.
Not for the lineage. Just literally vacant, just drinking a beer. Yeah, fuck it for the lineage.
What do you mean? Set the terms for like
what we're gonna judge these
I thought you
people
meant
on.
like for which people, like which types of singing deserve like a lineage, and then we'll figure it out. Those
It's
terms.
kind of like a pagan pirate thing.
Yeah.
Like pilgrim, where it's like, how many are there? I guess we could think about it like that too. Like, what's the pilgrim lineage in terms of vocals?
Could we find 3 singers
that
lead to every singer?
Yeah.
Seems hard. Maybe we need about 5.
Yeah, and then we have to put them in the pirate/clown, pilgrim, pagan categories.
Yeah.
Very underrepresented. I guess Dylan's in as that's the Springsteen lineage, right?
Well, yeah, because we're not going to get stupid and be like, oh, Woody Guthrie.
No, we're not doing that. No, well, we can. We'll do a bit. We'll do it as a bit. We'll do that as a bit, but yeah, I guess Dylan starts on one of them.
Of course.
And he takes with him.
But because I'm not going to say John Lennon starts one.
Because he's doing.
Because he's doing like Buddy
black
Holly
music.
probably.
Yeah, he's doing like Little Richard or
yeah,
something.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say that. So if this is hard.
It's
we
tough.
have to think about it.
But
Dylan does start one.
I think he does.
For sure.
In terms of, also in terms of, and maybe the Beatles do, but
yeah, because we're not going to
popular culture.
Obviously,
kinda.
Everyone's influenced by someone.
So interesting.
Even
it's like Big Bang, like what came first.
Even Elvis and Buddy Holly and all
Elvis has got to be one.
Elvis is one for sure.
Okay, and he's not the Dylan one.
No.
So who's in Elvis's lineage? Where does it pop
Who came
out?
after? Brian Ferry. David Bowie comes from the Elvis, dude.
John Lennon?
No. I'd say Lennon is more Buddy Holly.
Is he one?
I'd say are the originators just all the founders of rock and roll?
The rock and roll heaven guys.
Yeah, so this is why we can't do this. Let's not include them.
Right.
Buddy Holly, Fats Domino,
Okay.
Elvis, Jerry Lee Lewis.
Okay.
I think. Let's not include
Beavis.
them. Yeah, Carl Perkins,
Carl Newman.
Elvis,
AC Newman.
Carl Perkins.
What's Carl Newman's logic lineage?
New pornographers?
Yeah. He's like
I don't
slightly in the. He's kind of like post tweaker, but in that lineage,
He's tweaker-ish.
He's kind of tweaker art. I guess you can melange.
New pornographers are art rock. So
Stipe, indie. It comes from the Pixies, I guess. Originally, comes from Ian Curtis.
No, because Pixies are definitely more like even in the lyrics tweakery and stuff. Like
I think that you'll find.
I think New Pornographers.
Black Francis was like a massive REM fan. I bet, like indie music, college indie.
Definitely.
Music,
Oh
yeah.
no, I agree.
Yeah,
but I'm not. I'm just saying I don't think AC Newman is that. I think there's something else I'm not thinking of where he's coming from. Yeah,
maybe it's the Scary Monsters.
I'd have
Bowie.
to listen. I bet you if you put on a New Pornographer song, then I'd be like, oh, it's definitely this. Yeah.
Power pop.
It's power pop.
McCartney.
It might, it might be.
McCartney might be one.
It's kind of a power pop, kind of like maybe, I don't know. I want to say almost that kind of Raspberries,
right?
Kind of,
yeah. Big Star, Superchunk.
That kind of vibe. Yeah.
It's super.
That's
chunk.
where I'm going. 90s.
The Shins.
Well,
they're all
the
in
same
it
era.
together. Yeah, but they're in it together, right?
Yeah.
K Records.
But it's very interesting you mentioned Big Star because to me,
they start one.
Like REM and all that kind of come
Big
from
Star.
that.
But Big Star come from what? Beatles.
But that's music
Beatles.
lineage. Kinks, Beatles.
Kinks.
Yeah.
Beatles.
Yeah.
Chilton.
Velvets. So that
Velvets.
Chilton is a unique breed.
Yeah, he's kind of
he's
almost a
mixed
virus
breed
Yeah.
of Beatles, Kinks, Velvets. That's what I'd say.
What about? But what? Yeah, interesting. But like the letter.
Well, that's different. That's when he's doing Otis. Or
Exactly.
something. Yeah.
So he's
That's
kind of
different.
he's a changeling.
So he's also got the Memphis sound.
He's got it in his blood.
Wow, he's got a lot. He's cool because he's got all that.
Yeah,
Not many people can say all that.
And you know who else is in that lineage?
Who?
Westerberg.
Yeah. Well, he's Chilton lineage.
He's Chilton
I think
lineage.
Chilton's one.
Really?
I do.
We just figured it out?
I think Chilton's one.
Because Westerberg is Chilton lineage.
Teenage Fan Club.
100%.
REM.
Yeah.
All that.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. You think that REM or Chilton?
Well, not so much Stipe. A bit. No,
Yeah.
because it's not intellectual, nerdy tweaker vibe.
No.
But REM is a band, full big star.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Peter Burbs.
Yeah, no, 100%.
No, what's the guitar player's name?
Peter Buck.
Buck's
Buck
favorite.
Pucker.
That's what jump-started Big Star's career again
Yeah.
later, right? Because
Yeah.
REM were on MTV and they said, "Who's your favorite band?" They all said Big
And
Star.
people like who
and
never heard of them.
Classic. They were like, "Who's Big
Yeah,
Star?"
who are they?
And they were like the best band of all time.
Yeah, people thought they were like making up a
Yeah,
band.
yeah. And so that's the classic story,
that's
and then everybody looked them up.
True
and-
of John Fante with Bukowski, right?
Yeah,
Sort of
exactly.
famous thing.
Exactly.
Famous, oh, it's
Yeah.
him. He's doing his old classic thing.
Totally.
You
yeah,
know?
that same thing. So Bucks.
You know that Bob Dylan,
Buck
like a lot of people,
is Chilton guitar.
you know that a lot of people think like Bob Dylan kind of, but is Bob Dylan kind of invented folk? Yeah, it's tours Woody Guthrie.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, yeah.
This machine kills fascists.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A rock's as good in your hand as two in the mouth.
But lineage I love because like you got
Kurt Cobain, Neil Young.
Plant, big time.
Plant's big.
Because like you got Steven Tyler,
Oh.
Axl Rose.
But Steven Tyler might be Cab Calloway.
He's a bit of both.
Yeah, he's a melange.
I mean, nobody's just one.
No, but people are blending. I guess it's kind of figuring out who's
it's a
blending.
School. It's a school.
Right.
It's like he comes from the Plant school. You don't
Okay.
just learn Plant
No.
at Plant school.
No.
You learn Cab Calloway. You learn all
Also,
that.
kind of like he's like, and I would say he's probably like responsible for like Jim Carrey in The Mask. That kind of world.
Yeah.
Of kind of.
Yeah, exactly. He's kind of a rock and roll gangster.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I'd say.
Scats.
Exactly.
Jazz, voodoo,
Like
New
a 20s
Orleans.
gangster, 30s
Oh,
gangster, but a
yeah.
rock and roller.
Yeah.
Mac the Knife.
Mac the Knife, 100%.
Kind of,
Yeah.
but like but it's me now.
Is that all
I'm
there
doing,
is?
Yeah, he wants to do kind of croonery gangster Rat Pack stuff.
Yeah.
But hey, lo and behold, I'm in a hard rock
And
band.
so is he from the same lineage as Bowie?
No.
But they just took it a different way.
I don't think Bowie's from Rat Pack at all.
Okay.
Elvis.
Crooning.
Elvis.
Right.
Different.
You know what, actually? You just reminded me.
Different.
It's fucking Rat Pack Tuesdays at the Marquee.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might go and watch him do a cover of Enter Sandman. Metallica, where's he? What's
Exit
his?
light. Hey.
That's what it is.
Enter night.
They do Creep by Radiohead, too.
Won't you take my hand off to never, never
I'm
land.
joking, of course.
I'm joking, of course. They do Creep, too.
Yeah, because I'm a creep.
I'm a winner. Whatever doing here. I don't belong here.
Yes.
Hey.
It's really funny because I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the bar round the corner from my house that is just
I'm a creep. Yeah. Oh, man. That sounds good.
it's just it sounds good to you.
In my head.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds funny.
It's funny. So this bar around the corner from my house, it's just a pub, and for some reason they got new management. They've decided to try and sort of spice things up, like by having these guys play like Rat Pack songs. And they actually are pretty good at doing the Rat Pack stuff, but they think like someone's told them that they have to like upgrade it or something and do modern songs. So and whenever they do the modern ones, it's terrible. But then they do old stuff. They do like
Yeah, 'cause
Seven
I'm
Nation
sure-
Army or something.
Because I'm sure everybody there watching them do like Rat Pack stuff
Yeah.
is like, man, if only these people did some like modern tunes, I could get into this.
Yeah, but I
in
can't.
this style.
Yeah, I know.
Then maybe I'd listen to it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Do they do Mac the Knife?
They do it all, man. They
all
do
that
it
fucking
all.
shit, right?
Oh,
what about John Fogerty, dude?
Well, he was on the
And
list
I
at
don't
one
think
point.
his voice is too odd for me.
Well, maybe we don't have.
I think
maybe
it's
we
all
need.
put on. I love his voice.
Maybe we need to
Yeah.
cap this at people not like the 90s.
No 90s.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah. Get rid of Kurt Cobain and put in like a.
get rid of Kurt Cobain and put in. Let's see.
Yeah, like a Tom
Jagger.
Johnston from the Doobie Brothers. Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald. We've got to
That's
put.
IWOL.
Okay, let's get him in. Kurt's going. Mike's in.
I love Michael McDonald.
Silver Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sounds good.
Michael McDonald. He's going to fare well in some categories.
Yeah, he will.
He's an originator,
Yeah.
even though it's a bit of a hate crime. Because he's kind of... Eminem is in his category.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Kurt's gone. Michael McDonald's in.
Jagger Plant not involved in our list somehow.
Well, Whitney might have to go for like Aretha or something.
Well, Whitney's 80s. Doesn't count.
Sure, yeah, but it feels 80s. We've got compared to
we
everyone
don't have
else
any
on the-
other 80s, do we? Michael Jackson, but he kind
I mean,
of
Michael McDonald's
Jackson
kind of
5.
80s, but he feels. It
He's-
feels like it makes sense.
Yeah.
We could get rid of Whitney and put
What about
in-
this? I got a good one.
Okay,
Stevie Nicks. We both love her. You know it's good.
let's get Stevie in then.
You know it's good. It gets
In-
us.
yeah.
Gets us.
Dude, imagine her and Kate Bush are going to be duking it out for art direction.
Oh yeah, big
Huge.
time, big time.
Yeah.
Both heavy pagan.
Yeah,
Heavy.
Well,
I call
yeah.
their genres heavy pagan.
Well, it's interesting too with Stevie because she split the atom with paganism because she goes, sometimes she's elemental, right? She's
Right.
into crystals.
well, that's
Right?
not pagan.
No, it is, but it's sometimes. So she's sometimes into like elemental things, like crystals and stones, you know.
Sure.
And like, and I think like Rhiannon's a bit like in that world, crystal vision, also. But she can also switch it up and get celestial and be into stars, storms, you know. And so she really covers the whole gamut.
Well, I
when
just
it comes
like to
pagan
say,
stuff.
personally, from my perspective,
Yeah.
I'm just one person here. That's all the same thing to me.
Yeah.
Stones, minerals, elements,
100%,
stars,
yeah.
stardust, universe.
You are that
It's
kind of
You know,
guy.
we all come from the same place. man.
Cosmic
It's just-
dust, right?
Yeah, we all come from the same minerals, the
Yeah.
same stuff.
Yeah.
We're all made of stardust.
That's
we
so
are
true.
stardust.
Yeah.
We're
Exactly.
golden.
Honestly, and we gotta get ourselves back to the garden.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, that beautiful CSNY song.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly. I've always heard you say that. Thinking about it now. Well, fuck, man. I mean, I think we've got our list.
Can I hear it? Can I hear the IWOL in no particular order? Because if we decided to rank it in order, this would take us years.
Well, it's going to, and we're going to do it live on the pod.
But we're gonna rank it. Okay.
Well, we've got to do. Well, not now.
Yeah,
but
no,
we're going to
that'd
have
be
to
impossible.
do. Well, I think we need to get. We need to decide. Next episode, we're deciding the categories.
Oh, of the originators?
No, just like how to rank this.
Oh, okay. Sorry, this is why I
Yeah.
keep getting confused. You're talking about the stats.
The stats.
Yeah.
Voice, art direction.
No, it's
Stage
There's a word
presence.
for this we haven't said yet. It's not stats. It's not. It's the
Categories.
No, it's on all the old Marvel cards.
It's that exact thing.
yeah, not abilities. It's like yeah. I'll think of it. Yeah.
But we're also like we're edging
Yeah.
ever closer to making
These
of
cards.
These cards. I feel like these cards, in fact, we really need to work on
Well,
it.
you know,
'cause
Travis has made one and shown it.
it
to
was
me.
good.
Yeah, it was really good.
The problem is, the more we talk about it, considering we're the fourth biggest music commentary podcast in the world at this point, second biggest in Sweden.
Yeah.
And we were big for a little bit in Burkina Faso when we did the Mali episode.
Right.
But that's they kind of aren't super interested in
Right.
Al Stewart there, I guess.
Yeah.
But someone else is going to do it if we don't do it,
Yeah.
you know? So we need to do the cards.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. So anyone
Well, we
wants to
haven't
help
made
us out there,
t-shirts.
kind of.
We haven't made coffee mugs.
Right.
We haven't made buttons.
Buttons?
So I feel like
You want to do like the kind of vinyl guy buttons?
pitchfork style, like
Guy,
it
like
could
mod
say-
button?
It could say like,
Like 90s style buttons?
yeah, but it should say something like, "Did you know Got My Mind Set on You was a cover?"
Okay. Yeah.
Or yeah,
Yeah, no, I get it.
You know.
That's cool. Or like it could just be like
pitchfork style
Style.
facts.
oh, fact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it's like,
Yeah. You know what we should do? We should make velvet blazers.
yeah, that'd be
Like
good.
IWOL velvet. But it just says like in the inside it just says an impossible way of life.
Yeah,
Or we could make a stool.
I
Like
thought
kind of a
that.
guitar style jamming stool.
Yeah,
There's lots of anyone wants to work on our art direction.
I
with
just
us,
think we
you
should-
will go in 30 30 30. 33.
we should
you know.
just do T-shirts
33
that
and a
say
third.
like either pirate, pagan, or pilgrim.
Yeah, that's
and then you can
doable.
buy whichever one you think you fit into.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it'll say, it's a goddamn impossible way of life on the back or something.
I think the other thing with that is, and this is where it gets complicated, and this is where we need to think a little bit more about these lineages, is that like, if you're listening now, listener, and you think, well, that's a good idea, but I'm kind of pagan and pilgrim.
Interesting.
You're wrong. You're not. You're
Well,
only one.
Yeah, and also one answer for you if you think that.
Yeah.
You're clown.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a fucking clown.
Which
If
is
that's how you feel. Which is what I am.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Happily.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain to people when sometimes someone will be playing me the music they're making, like, because I'm a producer, and I'll be listening. I'll be like, this is fucking clown music.
Yeah.
Right? I'll tell them, and they'll
Yeah.
look shocked. I'm like, no.
You're like, no,
I'm
no.
clown.
No. Paul
I-
McCartney, Beach
I'm
Boys,
Jim Morrison.
Yukon Blonde, Johnny Payne.
I'm a fucking clown.
Yeah,
I know.
Doors. Exactly, yeah.
Exactly. You should be pumped.
You're like, this is some fucking clown shit I'm listening
exactly.
to. And they look really upset.
And you're like, and then
Yeah.
you're like, no, not diseased clown.
No,
It's
no,
not mud vein.
not talking
it's
about
not infected,
discharge.
disturbed. No, it's not discharge. No, it's just clown.
Yeah, puddle of
Wings.
mud.
It's just
Yeah.
wings.
Yeah, wings.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, the list. I'll give you the list and then we'll sign off.
Okay.
Okay. In no particular order. Paul Rogers.
Yeah. Number one. Yeah.
Yeah. John Lennon.
Number two. Yeah.
Sam Cooke. Roy Orbison.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan.
Yep.
Neil Young. Originator.
Definitely.
Lineage.
Fully.
Smokey.
Uh-huh.
Van the Man.
Yeah.
Wacko Jacko.
Yeah.
Michael McDonald.
Okay.
Frank.
Uh-huh.
Nielsen.
Uh-huh.
Marvin Gaye replacing Morrissey.
Uh-huh.
Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Freddie.
Yeah.
Joni. Kate Bush. Lou Reed.
Yeah.
James Brown.
Nice.
Stevie. Nicks, not Wonder.
Nicks.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Couple weird ones on there for me. We
Okay.
can tweak.
Well, we'll be tweaking.
Yeah, it
Would you want to
sounds
put a
good.
tweaker in? You want to add style?
It's feeling good. No, there were a couple at the start to me that felt I need to think on it. Might be great, but I think
Okay.
off the top of my head,
Off the top of the dome, rap style.
what I was hearing was, yeah, honestly, Michael McDonald's a bit weird,
Freaking you out,
and
hey?
Van Morrison, I'm questioning a bit,
Yeah.
but I love everything else.
We don't want this to be music that can be played at a trucker rally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Freedom Convoy.
Yeah, we don't want a Freedom Convoy kind of
No.
classic top 20 here.
Anyway,
So, okay, well, everyone have a great rest of your week, and
Great
we'll see you
episode,
on
buddy.
Sunday.
Good to see ya.
Peace, you too.